think it's been extremely frustrating. I think if you look at how it's gone over the last year, it's been stop start, stop start. It's been very difficult to be to be a club. To be honest, it's been really difficult to be a club, to be a team, to be a squad. And I think, you know, the hardest part of all that is on the players who, you know, they just want to be out in the field playing, and they want to, you know, be competing in games and for titles and for cups and, you know, all the rest. I think it's really frustrating for everybody. But, you know, as we all know, it's where we are right now, and you know, it would have been nice to have not had this latest break for the women's game. I think that would have, particularly as a lot of the clubs wanted to continue and prove that they could continue safely. So that's been really frustrating. And then obviously you never really know exactly when you're going to be able to get back and when you can go back into group training, and you know, so yeah, it's frustrating for the players because there's a lack of information at times. But again, the underlying thing is that you have to keep people safe, and I think in these really unprecedented times, it's been frustrating. But at the same time, I think we've handled it really well as a club. I think we've done the best that we possibly can to make sure that the players are feeling safe, but are able to do what they can when they can do it.
Yeah, I'm very excited to get back on the field, especially after not playing for so long. I think my last game was a Champions League game against Wolfsburg. So it's been a while since my injury, and I'm just buzzing to be on the field. And I'm probably not the only, but the most excited for the game coming up on Sunday. It's been a little frustrating for all of us as players as well. But personally, for me, I think it's worked in my favor because I came back in and I was just on the verge of, you know, getting a little bit stronger and fitter. And I'm actually glad, I'm being selfish now, that it's played out this way, because I get to play a few games for Glasgow, a lot more now. So for me personally, you know, it's worked out really well for me to give me some time to get a lot fitter and stronger and be back in the team and win my spot back, hopefully. But for all the players, it's been very frustrating not knowing when we will return. And I think for any athlete, you're training on a daily basis and you don't know when you're going to return. You don't know, you don't have answers. No one has answers for you. And you tend to, you know, bring your intensity of training, your mindset is not there anymore. So it was really challenging mentally as well for all of us to keep at the same, you know, the intensity and tempo at training, knowing that eventually we will return and eventually we will be, you know, reaching a point where we will, you know, play and be absolutely ready for it. So yeah, I'm glad we're here now. So we have to look forward to a very challenging and entertaining season, I think, as well, part of the season. Yeah, it's always going to be challenging. It's also very good. It keeps everyone on their toes, especially at training. We know that, you know, you might lose that one game and you might lose that title race or be behind. So for us, every single game, every single training is important. And I'm pretty sure Celtic, Rangers, they all feel the same way. And it's just now about being a little bit smart about it, knowing when to rotate your players throughout a very difficult season going into it. In which games you need to, you know, rotate your players and give the others a little bit more rest and have them play the more important games. So I think when we get halfway through towards May, when it becomes really challenging, I think physically on the body, mentally as well, I think that's when you will start seeing a turnaround of the league. But if we can keep our focus and you know, be smart about not loading players or underloading players. I think we have a really good experienced coach that has gone through this and will help us through it. So yeah, it's exciting, and we'll see what comes from it.